concerns going into this third fight with Triple G? Any concerns going into your third fight with Triple G?
Any concern? Nothing. I just need to train 100%. I need to do my job, and that's it.
How personal is this fight for you?
Really personal, because I don't like people like him. Like people talk a lot of things behind you, and then when you show up and front in the camera or the people, you don't say what you say before. So that's what I don't like him. He talk a lot of things about me in the past. And he say, "Oh no, I don't say anything." But I know what he say. So that's why.
Canelo, could you kind of elaborate on some of the things that Triple G has said that you really don't like?
Oh, I can say in English because it's difficult for me to do it. But dijo que era deshonesto, que era una farsa, que era un tramposo, que todo mi equipo, que era una vergüenza para mi país.
Well, I prefer to say it in Spanish. He said that I was dishonest, that I was a farce, that I was a cheater. He mentioned that I was that my entire team was a shame for my country, and so those are some of the things he mentioned.
Gotcha. Granted, we know that you don't like Triple G, but would you say he's probably the best fighter you've ever fought? Or do you think he's probably the best fighter you've ever fought, or would you say it's probably somebody else like Cotto, Floyd?
Yeah, he's one of the best. He's one of the best for sure. I fought a lot of good fighters. But Floyd is different styles, you know. Floyd is a different style. Golovkin is a really good fighter, strong. It's just different.
You know, are you motivated also by the fact that, you know, the first fight was a tie, it was a draw, and then the second one you won it, but there were also, you know,
Close fight.
It was a close fight. So are you motivated to try and
to end this?
Yeah.
I'm motivated to end this rivalry.
So you do understand that there's people still out there who don't think that.
Yeah, I understand.
Canelo, you mentioned Friday that you want to win by knockout, essentially ending his career. Why?
Because that's what I want. That's what I want, and that's what this is my first goal.
How much does your disdain for him, your dislike of him, lead to you wanting to knock him out and essentially end his career? How much does your dislike of him lead you to that?
A lot. Like I say, I hate that kind of person.
And going back to your last fight, what did you lose? What did you learn from your match with Bivol?
I learned a lot from the win and lose, but I learned a lot of things from my loss. A lot of things I need to do in my life, to change in my life. So I learned a lot.
And final one for me, what's it like working with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom?
No, I like to work with him. I like to work the way he works, the way he do his job. I like to work with him.
Canelo, in your honest opinion, do you believe Triple G is the same fighter he was when you first fight him?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Well, just from the outside looking in. Just from the outside looking in.
He looking good. The last fight, he's strong. He have, like I say, well, he's a talent boxer and he's strong.
Canelo, last time I asked you, you say you didn't watch Canelo, Golovkin Murata fight. Did you watch it now?
The highlights.
What did you think?
I watched the highlight because I was in Greece so that's why I can't watch the fight. But like I say, he looks like always strong and pressure fighter. He's looking good.
Canelo, combining with the loss of the fight to Bivol, plus your dislike for Golovkin, is this the most fire that's been lit under you for any fight that you've ever had?
Yeah, like I say, I'm more danger fighter right now
Canelo,
because of that.
I wonder, how do you manage your emotions with the fire that you have inside of you and your dislike for him, while also managing the training at the same time?
¿Cómo controlas tus emociones con ese deseo y esas ganas que descubres y además manejar esas ganas hace que sean producidas?
No, siempre soy una persona que maneja su enojo o sus ganas de golpear a alguien a mi favor. Sé que tengo que manejarlo inteligentemente, pero me ayuda muchísimo a entrenar más fuerte, a entrar a la pelea y hacer mi trabajo con más ganas.
Well, I'm always a person that uses that anger to focus and put it in my favor. I know that what I have to do. I know that I have to train stronger. I know that I have to take advantage of the fight and do my job with greater intensity.
And one more for me. Does preparation change any way for this third fight with him?
No, I'm gonna train 100%. That's like always, and like I say, do my job. That's what I need to do.
Canelo, how much stronger is the hatred now compared to what it was years ago? Has it grown? Has it gotten more intense, or is it generally the same?
More intense.
Why?
Because he talks a lot of things. Like it's for that. So he talked a lot of shit about me. So that's why growing up. But I understand too. Some kind of thing. I understand he wants the last payday for his career.
Eddie, just out of curiosity, the animosity that you're getting sense between these two guys, because obviously you weren't really involved in the last couple of months. Your general sense of the animosity, how real it is, how intense it is.
Well, very real, especially from Saul. You know, I've not really seen him like this before. Even with Billy Joe Saunders, who was trying to provoke him, he was very calm. Just but obviously there's a big history here. A lot's been said. I think Saul wants Gennady to say it rather than say it's fine.
No, just say what he said.
Yeah.
I don't want him to say just for say, because he said before. That's why I say to him, say what you say before. You don't say, oh no, I respect. No, you don't respect.
You think he's holding back right
now?
now?
Of course.
Do you think it's for showmanship?
I don't know. I don't know why, but that's what I hate, that kind of person.
Do you think he doesn't like you?
Of course. Of course. But I don't care.
Canelo, I think a few days ago you kind of hinted that you weren't 100% going into the Bivol fight. Is that accurate?
Huh?
I think a few days ago you said that you weren't 100% going into the Bivol fight. Is that an accurate statement?
No, like I say that day too. I don't want to say anything about that fight. I lose and that's it. So I'm 100% focused in this fight. Then we'll see.
Do you think you can learn as much from that loss as you did from the Mayweather loss, where you improved?
I always learn from the win, and especially for the loss. I always learn. I'm that kind of people. Always try to get better and better, and I learn for sure.
How much time did you take to learn from that? Did you study that, and how long were your studies on it?
I just watch it. I used to watch that fight up 2 times, 3 times, but I just get tired. I try to do something, but my body don't respond. So nothing can go with that.
Eddie had mentioned you were pretty down after the Bivol fight. You guys were playing on the golf course.
Yeah, of course.
Commiserating.
Nobody likes to lose.
Absolutely. So, when did it hit you that you really wanted this third match with Golovkin? When did the motivation start coming in again?
I always have motivation for boxing, for every single fight. And we have this deal with Eddie and his son is to fight. But I just tell Eddie the next day, I want the rematch, the Bivol fight in September. And now we need to fight with Golovkin and everything. I fight with Golovkin and then we can see.
So after this fight, the plan is you're fighting Bivol again next year. Well, you also wanted to fight in UK and Mexico. Is the plan?
I don't know where, I don't know when, but I want that fight for sure.
Eddie, what would you like to see next?
I think it's always down to Eddie and Sal. You know, I think this is the fight. This is the time to make this trilogy. It's the only time, really. And we'd already had a plan to do this. I think Sal's first reaction is, I want a rematch. I want a rematch. Any fighter would want to do that, but to drop and take the undisputed fight in the trilogy, I think is the right thing to do. And if they want to progress to the rematch next May or whenever they want it, I'm sure Bivol would accept that challenge as well.
Canelo, I know you're focused on Triple G right now, but do you think about Bivol every now and then?
Of course. Yeah. We need to move forward and we need to win the fight first and then we can talk about that.
Did you get a chance to watch Joe Smith versus Artur Beterbiev? I know Beterbiev is a guy that you said before in the past that
I didn't watch.
you didn't get a chance to watch it.
A highlight. 2 rounds, not too much. Right?
Sure. Is that still a guy that you're kind of looking at, down the line that you would want to fight?
Man, I just have 2 fights in my mind right now. This fight is very important. This fight is very important for me, and then so then we'll see.
I guess real quickly for all 3 of you guys, is this kind of the beginning of the end of us seeing you 3 times a year, though?
Huh?
I know. Is this kind of the beginning of the end of us seeing you 3 times a year?
Maybe.
We kind of talked about that. It's like you think about downshifting and we doing 2 fights in 1 year. Eddie, you guys want to chime in?
Yeah, always up to Eddie. But it was a long run and a lot of training, a lot of fighting very quickly.
Was that tough to come to that realization, Canelo? Because I know you love to be active, and obviously we all love that you fight a shit ton. But
no, but it is what it is, you know. You need to adapt yourself for every circumstance, right? And this is the moment to slow down and fight twice a year.
Every other fighter says, I want to be like Canelo.
Yeah.
Even AJ. I want to be like Canelo. I want to be more active. I want to be more active.
What weight do you feel most comfortable fighting at? 168.
Yeah, it's where I feel my best.
In the second fight with Golovkin, you changed up your style from the first. You moved forward, and that obviously gave him some problems. Is that still the same strategy?
Yeah, when I go in there and I'm looking for the knockout. I mean, they're all the fights.
So we expected more aggression?
Yeah.
Canelo, granted you want to get the knockout and you want to come straight at him, but you going for the knockout, don't you think that might play into Golovkin's hands since he's such a heavy hitter?
I don't care.
If he's the hardest
If you want something in life, you need to risk a little bit, right?
Is he the hardest puncher you ever fought?
No.
Who was?
Kirkland. It's unbelievable that I feel that punch right here. Oh my god.
Would you say Triple G was a harder puncher than Bivol?
Huh?
Would you say Triple G is a harder
Same.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.